Kia ora, I'm Sonia and this is my channel So NZ, coming to you all the way from a little old Wellington, New Zealand. I have said before in previous episodes that I've always thought about New Zealand as being at the arse end of the world because we're so isolated, and there are good things and bad things about that. Now, in this particular episode, I want to talk about what it means to be on the right path. Something that a lot of people are doing right now is definitely assessing and reassessing where they're at, especially being in the moment and then moving forward, because everything is going to change. Nothing is going to be the same as it was, and I guess accepting that fact is part of how it's going to be possible to move forward, really. What does it mean to find the right path? Or to be on the right track? While I'm not a career advisor, I would never claim to be an expert on this, but I know what's always felt right to me. The first things that you need to do is ask yourself, are you happy or are you unhappy in your current situation? If you've been doing a job up until now, maybe you've lost that job, or you're not sure if that job is going to be there in a few weeks' time, a month's time, or you were at the stage of where you were planning on making some changes. You really look inward and ask yourself, what is it that you loved about your last job and what did you hate? Because that's going to give you a real insight into how to move forward. So in my experience, being on the right path has meant that not only my personality, but my skill set, the way that I need to grow creatively, and opportunities have all been aligned with my career working in the media. So for me, that has always been and felt like the right fit. While I actually trained as an actor, there were aspects of that I never felt totally comfortable with. To be honest, there were times when I really wanted to be performing behind the curtain. From thee, so far from home into my deeds to pry, to find out shames and idle hours in me, the scope and tenor of thy jealousy. And let's just try it with a little bit more movement. Just kind of try feeling it, feel it. Feel the words, taste the words, and just feel it in your body, okay? Behind the curtain, okay. The scope and tenor of thy jealousy. For thee watch I whilst thou doth waste, so thee watch I while thou dost wake elsewhere, with me far off, with others all too near. It totally defeats the purpose, right? And interestingly, I kind of ended up finding a way to do that by way of working in radio where nobody has to see my face. So we talked a bit about the right fit feeling like it engages all of the skills that you have and allows you to grow. It should also give you energy, and you should feel raring to go when you get up in the morning and be excited about going to work. If the job that you've been doing is not the right fit, then maybe you've felt like low energy. So the job's maybe been draining for you. Maybe the people are in the environment kind of feels a bit uncomfortable. So, I know that especially now, people are going to be taking whatever job opportunities they can get as well. And I do understand that a job is a means to an end, but it's totally possible to find a job and a career that you love. So right now it's also a great time to be looking for opportunities. The tourism industry in New Zealand has been hit really hard, and it could take years to recover. Now, I recently listened to an interview with a New Zealand economist that talked about the fact that it'll be more challenging to rely on trade and relationships with international partners from now, and that there's a potential for, travel to be focused on domestic travel. And that kind of excites me because I'm one of those people that's never really spent much time looking in my backyard. Yeah, I know. And New Zealand is an incredibly beautiful place. I've seen photos, I've seen postcards, but I've never actually been to a lot of those places. It's going to provide some really exciting opportunities, but you just have to look for them. And now is kind of a time to maybe see where the gaps in the market are. Have a look at the skill set that you have and the diversity of your skill set and see where you can inject some of that into the current economic situation. So yeah, make a list, jot things down. I tend to write little notes to myself at random points, and then I can go and pick them up, because yeah, you get interrupted by social media, watching TV, lots of different things. There are lots of things that interrupt our day, and if you don't write things down or put them into your phone, then you will forget. Draw a mind map. Now, that's something that was kind of a game changer for me, actually, as I was shifting into my media career after I finished drama school. I actually couldn't find a job after I graduated from drama school. Yes, I was working as an actor and doing theatre, and I did have projects that were ongoing. But at the same time, in those little intermittent periods, I couldn't find a job. And I think part of the reason for that was because I was presenting myself in a way where I was basically saying, so I'm only going to be available for a few months this year. And of course, that's not very appealing for employers. So I went to see somebody who was kind of like a career guidance counselor or a career advisor. And something we did together was actually do a mind map. So we looked at, what do I love doing? What am I good at? What are the areas that I need to develop those skills? And then kind of looking at potential types of roles that I could be applying for that could help me to grow in those areas. And that was kind of fundamental to me changing my career path in a way. Look, I've loved every second of my career working in radio, so go figure. As well as writing down your goals, doing that list, drawing up a mind map, it's also really important to make a plan. make a plan. So I've always had in the past like 3 to 5 year goals, and I think after I had my son, that kind of like shrunk into nothing. Because I was just too busy being a mum. You want to sort of start planning your deadlines. I'm really deadline driven. Like I need my deadlines in order to sort of, know where I'm working to and what I need to do in the lead up to making those deadlines, because otherwise, without deadlines, are any of us going to get anything done? Okay, and another thing you might want to think about is to start networking. Start talking to people who are either doing similar things, or start kind of sounding out an idea. It's also great to be able to talk to someone who might be working in another area, where they can assist you in terms of developing your plan. So whether or not it's somebody who works in finance and you're wanting to know how to grow a business, or somebody who has a successful business and what were their steps to growing that. It's really important to fully embrace knowing that you can do what you love and turn that into a career, or find something that fits your personality so that you can grow to be more than 100% yourself, because I think in life, shouldn't that be the ultimate? I think so. The other thing is, timing is everything. So listen to your gut. Like, if it's not the right time, then it's not the right time. If you've got a whole bunch of things going on, like you're moving house, your children are sick, you've just separated from your partner, or you're in the middle of a tricky situation with family, then it's not the right time. Like, wait until things calm down, because you actually need to be really centered in order to think clearly and to move forward, because otherwise you're just going to turn into a whole ball of, things are going to snowball, and you're not even going to be able to catch up or keep up with yourself or your thoughts, let alone deal with the things that you are currently dealing with in the moment. And if that's the case, let things sit, be patient with yourself. Nothing has to be done quickly. Take your time. And I'm telling you that now as somebody who's always felt that they were racing against the clock. I hope that was kind of helpful. Let me know in the comments down below some of the challenges you've faced. Maybe some of the things that have also helped you to find your career path, or the journey that you're meant to be on. I know that people hate the term journey. Like, I used to use it a lot. It's so passé now. Thank you so much for checking in on So NZ and becoming part of what's hopefully going to become a growing family as I sit here in lockdown by myself. I would love to hear from you, and just even tell me what you're up to in lockdown. Like, I'd be really curious. Catch you again next time on So NZ. Bye for now.